Two. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Tap In with Tristan. We got another long-lived Amityville edition. Super special guests. But before we get into it, please make sure that you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button for your boy, and then also click that notification bell so when this beautiful content comes out, you'll be notified. I'm excited. So without further ado, we got Miss Caprice Church. Talk to us.
Hi, how are y'all? Say y'all. How you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna have people watching this from all over the nation. So it is y'all. So
I know all dialogues in all different parts of the country. So
absolutely. Thank you again for taking some time for us to build a little bit, and you tell us about your backstory, and we can celebrate you a little bit.
I like that.
I like it too. So let's go back to the early days. All right. Before we go back to the early days, what class are you? Because you are an Amityville graduate. What class are you?
2004.
Yeah, class of 2004. So let's bring it back. Early days of Caprice. What that look like? Childhood. Are we in Amityville?
All my life.
All my life. All right. Born and raised there. Let's do it. Talk. What's that like?
Well, my family, everybody's from Harlem, but we moved out here, so I rep Amityville. They first found out I was fast when my cat was chasing me down the block.
So you run away from an animal?
Nah, I was trying to attack me, like attack.
You full out sprinting down the block.
Full out sprint. And they were like, "Oh, she's fast." And then in third grade, you guys remember Mr. Carpenter?
Absolutely. Mr. Hank Carpenter, Leaders Club. What's going on?
Right. He's the one who discovered me. For real. We were running around the circles in the gym.
Oh, when you pass the ring?
And he told my mom I should run Colgate games. And then I had my first experience there.
What is that for those who do not know?
So Colgate's games is a women's track, meet. And it's six weeks, you add up points. It's sponsored by Colgate, and they give scholarships to first, second, and third place. You get money. It's free, totally free, and it's a good experience. The finals, we had it in Madison Square Garden. We've had it at the Armory, and now they're having it at Ocean Breeze, I believe.
So that's pretty big time. So you're third grade. Your parents was like, "All right, we seen them running from the cat and everything. We got Mr. Carpenter co-signing. We're gonna try this thing out." Who was coaching you at that time? Was you just running on your own, or you had somebody?
I was just running. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just running.
Just run that way.
I was just running. I was so scared. The way they did it, like if you weren't seated, they put you on a wall, and they'd just be like, "Run." So I still have my shirt from it too. So
that's dope. So now, what's the vibe with it? Are you just looking at a recreational? You're like, "Hey man, I really enjoy this thing," or you're just kind of just being a young kid?
As a kid, it was fun.
It was fun.
And then, as the seriousness of the sport progressed for me, then it was serious.
Start getting serious. What's the middle school years look like? Because the Edmund W. Mize is right in the rough part of town, right? You got a lot of people. You got a lot of people trying to find their way. You know what I mean?
Middle school, I ran on the high school track team in 6th grade. I had to get cleared. I had to,
Wait. Hold on. Yeah. 6th grade, you was on.
Nobody knows these little things.
This gotta probably be a record. I've heard 7th grade basketball for some lady. I've never ever heard 6th grade.
I had to take a special test, heart test, all this stuff just to get cleared.
I'm sure. I'm sure that you had to do all this. This is insurance purposes too as well. So what did that look like? Like, all right, what are you running? What are we running that you're that fast to be running with the high schoolers?
Like the events I was running the 200 and it was fun. It was scary. I actually
6th grade going up to the high school, running up with, the
seniors that year. Our relay, well, I'm gonna brag. I got them to qualify to go to states for indoor.
At 6th grade?
Yeah, seriously. We got a special award from the town from it. I found the article the other day.
I need that. I need you to
And I
send me
found
that
this other
online.
little article in third grade. I was the first third grader in Amityville or to ever receive the presidential award, the physical fitness.
Yeah, with
I
the
be finding little
speaking.
things.
Oh man, you got to send that to me offline.
I got you.
You got me at this sixth grade thing. I'm kind of stuck on that.
Yeah, we made
That's
it to
mind
skate.
blowing. You made
We
it to
made it
skate in sixth grade.
But the bad part, I'm gonna be transparent again.
Please, keep
Coaches,
it out there.
he didn't bring me to states. He told me, "Thank you, but you have more opportunities, and I'm gonna take the senior who won't ever have opportunity to go."
Oh, so they replaced you.
Right.
What was the vibe on that? How'd you feel about that? And your parents feel like, are they even processing this? Like, wait a minute, we got my sister.
Well, yeah, my mom.
What's your mom think? Because
my mom, she's the business person of my whole track career, so she had everything on point. So she was not too happy about that, and that's when I didn't run the high school track team until ninth grade again, and she let me have fun with the middle school, and then we found my club team. They're called Metro Eagles. They're in Queens. And from there is where history started.
Let's talk about that. Was you a good student? Were you balancing these things, or you just like, I'm running track?
I'm a nerd. I graduated with a 3.8.
So that wasn't the issue. I'm taking care of my books.
Yeah, I did straight A's, all that good stuff. But track.
This is special. This is special right here. This definitely needs to be heard. Not just in Amityville, but this is really special. We got a prodigy. In the sense of a prodigy. You're taking care of the books and you're running this grade, but they decided not to take you. So that was like, all right, man, I'm cool. I'm just going to just lock in with my peers and find this club team.
Mm-hmm. So my mom found them. Metro Eagles out of Jamaica, Queens. We ran at Roy Wilkins Park every day. Wow. So I would, soon as school was over, I went straight to Queens every day. And practice wouldn't be over till like 9, 10. Every day.
So what was the vibe then? Are you still enjoying it, or you're like, yo, this is too much?
I still enjoy track. I think it was still fun. It didn't get, maybe around 10th grade, it started getting serious because that's when you had to really lock in to get a scholarship. I told my mom when I was 12, I was going to get a full ride, and I worked my butt off since then. So 10th grade was the year, like, you can highlight yourself for track and field, where the, like, get a little buzz.
Yep.
So that's when it became really, really serious.
So early in the game, you recognized that you had a gift, and you was like, I'm going to lock this in. I'm going to open up some doors for my future. You recognized that at an early age.
That was my whole goal, my whole career in high school and school. I never got in fights. I never got in trouble. Every time I would think about even wanting to fight, because come on, people be trying you.
They try you all crazy.
I would just think about, no, your scholarship, you can't get in trouble. That's what kept me on the straight and narrow.
So you had that early age. I mean, that's pretty special. That's really special. And that, because track is an individual sport, and the relay, you know what I'm saying, they kind of come together. So it's unique. It really takes individual, to have a certain mentality to even look at that. And
absolutely,
we did, because, you know what I'm saying, you ringing out from third grade.
I know, right?
My mind is blown. So I'm like, oh, where do we go with it? So now you're in high school. All right, we're in the high school.
I'm in high school.
You killed middle school because you're already running with, you know what I'm saying, people about to go to college. You're out there running with them. Coach dissed you and bring you, and you know what I'm saying? So now we in the high school.
High school, well, 8th grade, I ran with my club team at Penn Relays.
Let's talk about that. That's a big deal. Penn Relays.
Yeah, we ran with our club team. It was a bunch of high schoolers. We ran with the pros. We were on TV on NBC. We were in that heat with the Olympic. I met Marion Jones, all that. We ran the 4x2.
That's monstrous. That's a great, you know what I'm saying, accomplishment.
It was really fun. Yeah. So we were in the Olympic development heat, and we beat one team.
Yeah, I didn't even come in last. We
beat one team at least,
That's fascinating.
Dude.
That's fascinating. So you're recognizing like this is special. This is special. You're locking into an 8th grade. I mean, you're running up. That's unusual. That's really unusual. So now you get into the 9th grade. Is that coach still there?
Oh yeah, I have my coach from.
Is that high school? Is that Amityville high school coach still there? That didn't bring you in 6th grade?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Jesus loves, everybody. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, but this is part of your story.
yeah, no, he's the worst.
He wasn't a great coach.
No, he molded me into what I would never do to my athletes. Like I coach, like I'm the exact opposite of all my coaches. And I think that's why I have such a great rapport with my athletes.
Yeah.
Because I understand them a lot.
From your experience, you're like, oh, this is probably how you should not treat.
Exactly. You're supposed to be, it's not, you are supposed to be friends with your athletes, but they're also supposed to know you're the coach. Like it's a balance. And
it's a balance that you have to keep. It's a partnership, absolutely. But at the same time, there still has to be a level of respect, me as the authority.
Exactly. So but yes, back to high school. So 9th grade.
High school career, because it was pretty illustrious. We gotta talk about these things.
Yes. 9th grade was fun. I made it to states. I got second in the 200 at states.
That's
and then our 4x4 went again, and I think we got like 3rd, 4th. Right. And then from then it was, this little freshman. Here she goes.
So now you get in the paper. I know I seen you in the paper. I was a senior when you was a freshman. So we didn't cross paths like that. We probably should have. This is another reason.
I'm still a little baby.
Yeah, but this is another reason why I'm having these conversations, because I think we all need to do a better job as adults, and then even pouring into the kids that to really be able to smell the roses individually, even together. Like celebrate these things. Like you were special in high school. So, you know what I'm saying? Get off of just your own stuff. You know what I mean? So I wish I would have, recognized that. But fast forward to now, you're in the paper, you're doing these major things. So 10th grade on, I mean, you're in our gym.
Yeah, that's, I didn't even know they were doing that. People were texting me this and sending pics, and I'm like, what is this?
You are in the gym. You are.
I was like, and I'm the only girl. I was like,
only lady up there.
This is beautiful. That was actually 10th grade when I won the 400.
You won the 400. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you've been working hard. Now, what was the main difference for you in club and high school as far as your preparation? Was it the same, or was it night and day because of the coaches?
So, to be very honest, my club coach was pretty much our high school coach. Like we all went to different high schools. One went to AP Randolph, one went to Cardozo, one went to Hempstead, one went to Far Rock. And we weren't allowed to speak to other people at like track meets and stuff. Like he would just have us in a group and you have to focus. That's no playing, no talking, no running around.
Yeah.
So as far as high school and club, it was kind of the same because he was everywhere. It just was nonstop.
So,
and his daughter, she ran as well, my teammate. So
do you feel like that helped you to enjoy it more or less?
I feel like it helped me to become the athlete that I was back then. Mm-hmm. It came with a lot of sacrifice. I wasn't allowed to party.
Name me sacrifices for people that are talking about, I want to do X, Y, or Z. There's going to be a level of sacrifice. Name some of those.
Well, I wasn't allowed to party. Mm-hmm. I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend. Pretty much track is life. That's it. And your schoolwork. Yeah. Make sure you maintain straight A's. Just, get rid of all the distractions pretty much. Yeah. And that's hard to ask a high schooler because you want to be a social butterfly.
They there. All of the peer pressure is there, all of the distractions.
Especially now.
Yeah, especially now, you got the social media aspect, so that's not easy to do. But you did it. You did it.
I had a goal, I had a goal. Yeah. So I just I didn't want my mom to pay for school.
Yeah. So what's the vibe? What's the vibe? And then we'll start talking about the recruitment. What's the vibe with your mom and your support system? Or were they super hard on you? Like, hey, you got to run this, 5 times faster. You know what I'm saying? Or you're doing a good job. Let's keep it. You know what I'm saying? Were they extra critical or just enough?
Well, my mom, she's the biggest support. My dad actually passed away when I was 11, so he didn't get to experience the whole saga.
Yeah, he couldn't get through all of that.
Yeah. But yeah, my mom, she wasn't like, oh, you need to run this. She wasn't one of those. She was just, I would actually tell her, don't speak to me before my 400.
Just leave me alone.
Because she'll try to give pointers. I'm like, this.
I don't need it. I'm locked in. I got this.
But no, she was very motivational. The person who pushed you the most was my coach. He's Jamaican. Like
the name who
his name is Sean Phillips. Yep. He is an exceptional coach. He's still out there. He's very about structure and discipline, but he's a great coach. I will say that.
And he helped shape you. He helped shape you as a track athlete.
Me and my other 5 teammates, we all got full rides.
So I mean, so he checked the box for that. I got y'all from here to there.
Yeah, he did. And we're the best in the country. So
that's crazy. Congratulations on that. You know what I mean? Like that's big. What did the recruitment look like? Because you know what I'm saying, like from sport to sport is a little bit different. When are they allowed to start having access to you at that time? I know things are a little different now.
11th grade.
And what did that look like? Who started getting in the mix? And then, you know what I'm saying, what was that process?
All the New York schools you shop around, but my dream school was UNC, Chapel Hill, and they did not recruit sprinters. So then that was out. And then Notre Dame, talked to Albany, New Mexico, Georgetown.
Yep.
And then, so in the end, it was between New Mexico State and Georgetown.
Okay.
And then I really loved the mountains. It was just my thing.
Did you go sight unseen or you went and experienced it? Like
no, I got my 5 official visits.
So you went there, then it was like, I like this vibe.
Yeah, it's something I've never experienced in my life. And I was just like, nah, I gotta come over here.
That's one of the things too, Caprice, about sports. It opens up doors for you to expand your world.
Absolutely.
Some dudes from our school ain't go past, you know what I'm saying, Queens.
Amityville, Queens, Berkeley. No.
I'm still in Suffolk County and that's all I know. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be able to go and change time zones and see that through track, that's something too that's eye-opening for, you know what I'm saying, our neighborhood as well. So
especially club track. I went to every state except maybe 5 states.
That's
like
dope.
No lie.
You everywhere.
Yeah. Every track meet. Junior Olympics. We had Junior Olympics in Nebraska one year. We went to Idaho.
Yeah, you're not going there without that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Idaho, but I'm in Idaho sprinting and all that. So New Mexico, was it New Mexico State or New Mexico?
No, New Mexico State and Las Cruces.
Yeah.
And I signed there early so I could just breathe my senior year. And right after I signed, Florida State called me. And that was my second dream school. But I didn't know the rule that you can decommit.
You can
recommit. Nobody taught me that. Now I know.
Yeah.
But
because you might have got back in the game.
To tell people you can decommit.
Yeah, as long as you don't sign yet, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to be an issue. Like you see it a lot, especially in the males. Like the males, they decommit like crazy, especially football and basketball. The ladies, when they lock in, they usually lock in.
Yeah, so, I was stress-free. I was like,
I'm good. I don't even want this extra headache, even though I love that school.
Yeah.
So what's the crossover? I think that's one of the hardest crossovers is from high school to college because of the time management and just a lot of different things, you know what I mean? Like you're assumed to be an adult. Some people, they able to transition better than others, but as a whole, it's pretty difficult. How was it?
For the most part, it's pretty, like I said, I came from a disciplined background.
So you was already cool with it.
That was, I think the the hardest but not hardest transition was weight room at 5 a.m. But not really because I couldn't party all the time back then. I was partying all the time, and we would come from the club straight to weight room. So it was, and my weight coach would be like, I can smell it from your pores. And I'm like, hey.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm here. I'm present.
Right.
Check me off. I'm here. Don't
right. So
what exercises are we doing?
But now it was cool. It wasn't too hard. I would say the only difference was the workouts. And they actually
working out. Was you working out? Sorry, I cut you off. Was you working out? Yeah, I know our weight room was like that big in Amityville, so we didn't do any of that. It was a shock to my system when I got to college. I don't know if you were doing anything with your club.
Now we were. Like I said, my whole background, it kind of comes from club track. So in the winter, yeah, in the winter we got gym memberships when Bally's was still here. They had an indoor track, so we would practice there, and then we would go to the Armory on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I would actually commute from
a full program.
Full program.
Oh man, that's love.
So, pool workouts, everything.
All that, yeah. So he was training out like a pro in high school. Yeah,
so when we got to college, we all had a difficult transition because their programs were easy.
It wasn't up to par with the club.
No, and it wasn't like, okay, you're not making me any better. But you can't tell your coach that.
That's tough to tell a coach that.
They get offended. My coach got offended. Yeah. So it's like, what do you mean? I'm just like,
can I get a little more? You know what I'm saying? This is what
and they don't like that. I asked my coach that. He did not like that I wanted to do extra, which was so weird to me. But
got some egos in this thing. So how'd it go for as far as being at New Mexico State?
I had a great time. I had the best time. I was in Mexico. Well, you know, Mexico and Texas is right there. So
I do. I'm over here. Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, so I was always in El Paso.
Texas, El Paso.
You pay 15 cents to get over. You can't do it now, but pay 15 cents. You go right over the border. So
yeah, you right over there in UTEP.
Yeah, what you know about UTEP?
I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, what am I?
I'm in Dallas. I'm in the Dallas area. So
okay, that's dope. Yeah. So you know the vibe.
I know it's right there. So now I can see that. So tell us, kind of just transition us into this adulthood. You know what I mean? With the track and everything. Track was your life from an early age. Let's transition us into adulthood. You know what I mean? How we using track and all of the doors that it opened up for us, whether it be degrees or anything like that, because this is where a lot of people kind of get lost at, especially athletes and superior athletes. Once that,
I always
transition to that.
They don't teach athletes the framework to be successful in society. They don't tell us the right majors to choose. They don't pay attention to your credits. They don't, like they say they do, but they don't. They throw us all in the phys ed fitness majors and just
the real basic stuff that seem to be real cliche. Just go in that, but that might not be your gift and your skill set, your talent.
No, but it's difficult because when you're a student athlete, you sign that dotted line and it's a business. You don't get the same experience as regular college students.
It's different. It's different. You're much under a microscope. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So majority of coaches don't care about your grades as long as you're on the track and you're eligible. That's all they care about is conference and points.
And they're looking to replace you, like it's a business. As soon as you get there, just love you and everything, they're looking to replace you with the next.
Not up to par. All right, next year,
class.
No.
Yeah, we got the next class. We've been recruiting, so we got somebody to replace you, and I think that's a hard thing because a lot of Division I athletes were big time in their school.
Yeah. And
then that's all they know. I'm the man, or I'm the lady in my respective sport. And then when those things start to kind of dry up, all right, what am I gonna do in life?
What? Yeah.
So how did you?
Well, lucky for me.
Yeah, talk to me about that.
I'm a nerd. Yeah, okay. I actually have 3 college degrees.
Talk to us. Congratulations.
2 bachelors, thank you, and 1 master's.
What did you major in?
Exercise sports science for my first degree, and then my second degree was physical education. And then my master's is sports management.
So you're hitting a lot of lanes right here. You can do a lot.
I'm all over the place. I was
Absolutely.
teaching for like 9 years. Then during COVID, I got bored. So I took the nursing class, you know, just to see a patient care technician class.
I got patient care technician.
And now I'm into the project management, you know, just have a whole bunch of outlets just in case.
So have you been coaching at all? Because I mean, with somebody with such an illustrious career like that, do you feel like it's a part of you to do the give back?
You know, I was thrown into coaching. I never really thought about it. So
how'd that happen?
My mom, she's a track official. She's been a track official for like over 20 years now. And she saw the co-paid coach struggling. So she told me to go, you know, talk to her. So I was there for 2 years. That was my first debut. Then I coached at Christ the King. And then I coached at Lehigh, which was my favorite.
Lehigh, yeah.
And then COVID happened and then
kind of changed everything.
Yeah,
So is it something that you might think about getting back into, or you'll see?
Absolutely. I would love to coach at, you know, my hometown school. Yes.
Hey, how can we make this happen?
Kind of no-brainer.
That seems like
I know they have someone. She's been there for a while, so you know, you don't want to step on toes. So.
No, we're not trying to step on toes, but I mean, shoot, if you're eligible, there might be there might be.
I mean,
and you're willing, you might have to talk about this. But that's another thing too, is that we have. I think from my research and experience over the past few months, I think Amityville has maybe the best network that it's ever had.
Yeah, right now,
we have a lot of people that have been successful in a lot of different areas.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we can have the right people that are in there take advantage.
But
take advantage of that, you know what I mean? So hopefully like that we can get some egos out of there and take advantage, because I think that you will be a great resource for our neighborhood. And
I think so too.
I think this is fascinating because I didn't know a lot of these things. Like you said, you know.
Well, I got little more, you know. I give you the quick rundown.
I want, yeah. Give us a little more.
Okay, so the All-American part came from our club team. We broke a national record.
Congratulations.
In the 4x4. It was in California. I'll never forget that race because you know Sonia Richards. Everybody knows her.
100%. Yeah.
So her team and my team were rivals. She ran for Florida and it was us. And nobody wanted to go last leg.
They was ducking her.
Nobody wanted to go. In the finals, we was just like, nah, we was trying to like bribe our coach. I wanted to go third, but of course, I was last leg. So I'm running, we in the lead, I'm running. We know she's gonna catch you because she runs 51 and we're in 10th grade and she's a year older. So I'm like, I'm just running. I'm like, where's she at? Like, hurry up.
Yeah.
I see her run by. I'm like, all right, cool.
There she go.
I can run my race. Here comes this other girl from Texas. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, oh my God. So we all just running. So all three of us broke the national record.
That's amazing.
4x4. And then the next year we won and we broke it again.
Amazing.
And in Miami,
That's amazing. So
and I will say my most highlight of track and field my entire life is, that's why I gotta tell athletes you can push through injuries. If you know, I pulled my hamstring right before the finals of the 4x4. That's like tough. Full on wrap around my leg. Can't
just wrap it up and try to keep it warm as possible.
They threw me on the track. I didn't want to run. Me and my teammates, we were cursing each other out in the tent.
It was one of those.
Everybody was looking at us. They were like, I don't know why you running anyway. And I'm like, I don't want to run. Like,
run. Coach threw me out here.
But you know what? We broke a record. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first got the baton, I was mad. So I was like doing that, that little slow.
Like whatever, man, type jump.
No, I really was. I really didn't care. And then I never hear people. And testimony to God, it was literally a light. and all I heard was a lady, and she was like, "Come on, baby, you gotta run. She's coming." And then right there, I just was like, "What?"
Locked in.
I'm not getting walked down. It's embarrassing because it's Sonia Rich's team again. We battling again.
You don't want to get
and
walked
I'm like, nah. But she wasn't there. She was an age group up, but it was another girl. Her name was Lauren. Forgot last. She's very
somebody
fast.
else fast.
But no, you wasn't about to embarrass me. And at that moment, I just took off. You wouldn't even have thought I was hurt. I ran a faster 200 the second time. And I ran with a pull hamstring 58 flat, which isn't bad.
That's amazing because, I mean, when you tweak your hamstring as a sprinter, it's almost good night.
Yeah.
It's pretty much.
No, I pulled it. It wasn't a strain. It was a pull. Like I ran
when you pull your hamstring, any hamstring irritation, you're pretty much done. You know
I was done.
And that's crazy.
It's that we had 3 days to get me. I was running 100, and my hamstring went in a ball, and then pop, and you dropped, and that's it. So I did for the next 3 days ice baths.
Yeah, you're just in the ice bath crazy. You're just trying to just expedite this thing.
And throw it on the track. So
you're showing, you know what I'm saying, the mind over matter type stuff. So you got a lot to pull from. You're a big time resource.
Mm-hmm.
We need to highlight this young lady. We need to highlight.
But you know, I will say it's a blessing because Metro Eagles, our coach, you know, RIP, he had a philanthropist, and he what is the word? Sponsored everything. I never paid for hotels. We went everywhere, hotels, flights. As long as we produced on the track, that was it. So
y'all do everything that y'all come here to practice and everything and produce. We got somebody that'll be able to fund that.
And I wish, you know, when time progresses and I get like high sets, I want to do that for a team. I want to, you know, pay for everything. And because without him, kids from Queens, we wouldn't be able to do anything.
That's a fact.
Really?
That's a fact. Yeah. It changed your life. It changed the course. It allowed you to tap into your gift and maximize it. And it gave you an opportunity to open up doors with. That's something that's very, very cool to hear. And it's cool to hear the breakdown. It's cool to hear. A lot of people don't know this breakdown. Like
what else? What else?
Yeah, give us some other gems.
I'm on the cover of the state magazine for 11th grade. It's actually all 4 of us on the cover in the 400. My coach, all my club team, we all were in the federation race together, and we're all on the cover.
I need that. I need to see that.
Yeah.
So most of like your strongest memories are with the club, not Amityville.
That actually was states.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of my memories with Amityville, the boys, they were my brothers. They protectors. They never they didn't even let me talk to boys at meets. They too.
They're like, hey, you lock in. Don't get this dude beat up around here.
Right. I'm like, come on. But no, I was very close to them. David, Narada, Ian, Rod, Simba.
Dog's trying to get in on her too.
I know.
Yeah, you got him excited.
Right? But yeah.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we good. We good. We all.
But yeah, I was very, very close to them. Mm-hmm. They were like my rocks.
Right.
Like if I got nervous or anything, they were right there.
Yeah.
Hyping me up, especially David and Narada and Omar.
Yes. I mean, it's fascinating. Like Amityville, like we spoke about this a little bit offline. The track and I think Amityville wrestling are the hidden gems inside of our school.
Yes, they were great too.
If you go back all the way back into, I was speaking to Coach Mazel. He said all the way from like the 60s, they're like one of the top winningest programs in Long Island. And you got track, you have a lot of people that went on to the next level, All-American, All-State. And these things don't get talked about enough. So that's why I say thank you. I wanted to personally celebrate you. And I think to collectively celebrate you as well.
Well, I'm appreciative. I am. It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming. So hopefully this is something that can be here for good and not just you, but with any other young athlete that's coming in, male or female. They can get
Yeah.
those medals. And then hopefully we can teach them as, former athletes that have had success to find that balance. Lock in, work, and
because
smell the roses as you're going.
there's a lot of exceptional females on the track team, and they didn't get their shine either.
Yeah.
Like Carlina, she was very good.
Name some names. Name some names. We could throw
Yeah,
some.
Carlina, she was great at jumping. Jasona, we actually put her onto our club team to run as well, and she did very well. I believe she went to Villanova. It was, it's a good time.
There's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of talent in our
The boys, oh my goodness.
The
yeah,
boys,
you saw the banner that year. It was
in the banner.
4x4. They broke a record. They ran a thing like 3:16, 3:15 that year that we all were on there. Ian. Speaks for itself.
Speaks for itself. Yeah.
He was amazing.
Special, a lot of special people. And like you said, I'm excited to celebrate them. So again, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you're in a hidden gem sport. You're a hidden gem, but you shouldn't be hidden. Like we gotta put you.
This is true. This is true.
You shouldn't be hidden. You should be right out front with some of the other strong careers that are out there. So again, thank you for the time, and so hopefully we can do some more things. We'll talk offline to see how we can help one another continue to build. We have an alumni event coming in April. Yeah, so
I'm gonna support.
Yeah, you should pull up. You should pull up because it's centered around the basketball, but it's more for the community. It's an opportunity for us to highlight a lot of people at one time. So hopefully we can get some good things to galvanize the community and network and build. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to be coached, I have the plug for the club team. Let us know.
Let her know. Let her know. And any other things that you want to give to people before we get out of here?
Just put God first, believe in yourself, and you can do it. You can come from a small town and do great things, as so many of us have done in Amityville. And it doesn't have to be going to the Olympics or NFL. It could just be coaching and, just changing people's lives. And
1,000. I think that's super valid. It doesn't have to be all the way at the highest level of the profession, but you can use those things that got you to wherever it is and create that lane that's best for you.
And show the kids now that you can do it, because look at us.
We've done it, and we've done it. There's a lot of people that have come before you and come before us that have done some amazing things from our neighborhood.
Absolutely.
You at the top. You are one at the top. Your name is planted on the flag.
I know. I still haven't been in there to see it.
I ain't been up there yet either. I'm not gonna be up there until April. They got a new gym and everything.
I gotta go. I haven't been yet. I have not been.
Nah, we gotta go in there. If you do, send me some pictures because I won't be there till April.
I got you.
All right. So until next time, much love and long live Amityville.
You too. Yes, long live.
All right, have a good night.
All right.